that sun shining. Get that sun shining. Who's with me this morning? Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning motivation time. I'm your hostess with the Moses Mark Say. I'm shining this morning. I sure hope you are too. And we're going to get into it. I talk about men's mental health. And this morning I'll be talking about women's toxicity. Yesterday we talked about male toxicity, and this morning even more so, jumping in on the narcissism bandwagon and saying it could happen to all of us. That's right, each one of us has a degree of narcissism inside of us, and we might not want to agree. Look how cool this looks, dude. I gotta show this off. Usually there's a cop car here, but look at this little ghost flying, dog. Like, how did they do that? They got the whole crime scene. Like I told you, it's a fucking cop that lives here. But this looks like it's flying, like it's tied up to the thing. That's fucking cool, dude. That's fucking cool. So, speaking of, oh, they got Jack in the thing too. I'm gonna try to stay focused this morning, but let me get into it right off the bat then. If I'm gonna stay focused, if I'm gonna not masturbate, get up early and shine, I can have discipline, and so can you. Look at Jack. I got Jack the Pumpkin King with little dog Astro. Oh, that is so cool. That is too cool. So cool. We live in Vegas, baby. Look at all these little creatures. That's what's up. And that is a real plant. We got fake stuff and real stuff. The real scary stuff. You fly in that, you fall in that, your ass is grass. Okay. Anyway, come on, see. Where are we at, though? Okay, so I was watching the video. Her name is Mel Robbins. She's a really smart lady. I appreciate smart women. I like being challenged. I don't like being comfortable. That's part of me. Even though life is difficult, and I probably shouldn't make it even more difficult, but a little discipline goes a long way. And each one of us can say to ourselves, today is the day. Day one or one day. So, I've been watching her because she's so smart. It says, watch for these signs.
Your wife wants you to wake
Oh
up.
shit, dude. Like, I'm getting a commercial right off the bat. Hold up, ho. Right? Mel, look at her. Come on. I told you to slip. Bitch. Look, it's not even doing what it wants to do. There we go.
It gets really easy to dismiss the little things that can happen as, it's just a one-off.
It's just a one-off. So anyway, so she's just bobbling along. I wanted to show you. This is a 21-minute, 22-minute video. But the other one that I was watching, it was watching too many shorts or something. But the lady was so smart. She was literally talking about the female narcissist. Now,
Women alike.
yeah, her.
Not to mention, narcissistic abusers don't only abuse
Come on,
their
why are you not
partner's
flipping when I
spouse,
tell
they
you?
are abusive to their children, co-workers, siblings, grandchildren, etc. These people do not discriminate against anyone when it comes to abusing and manipulating people.
It's true.
They are toxic to everyone.
Thank you.
So today we're going to explore
Thank you, lady.
10 typical behaviors of the female narcissist.
Woo.
If you are new to
Your boy Saint has been abusive to his relationships, people I've worked with, and my siblings. It's true. I admit it openly and completely. It's the only way I can heal. This is where men's mental health lives, right here. It's like going to AA. I was talking to my friend this morning, and I'm talking about quitting cigarettes. He's out 24 hours without cigarettes. He's like, I love cigarettes. I love buying a pack of cigarettes, keeping 2 and giving the other 18 to a homeless person. I've quit before. And I told him, all these things, and he didn't want to hear it, right? We don't want to hear the truth. We don't want to admit the truth. It's part of the healing is to say, I've been abusive. I'm not winning any platforms here. I'm not about to run for politics. Saint's addiction, I admit it up front. Get my finger out of that. Saints addiction, I admitted up front my addictions and my falsehoods and my weaknesses, and it's so much easier to focus on my strengths and say, oh yeah, I'm just so strong. And look at that, that's so fucking cool. It's like he's holding on. It's too cool. But our own strengths, it's easy to focus on our strengths and never to talk about our weaknesses and never discuss certain things. That is just too cool. Look at this thing. This guy's like in a cage. How cool is that? These conversations need to be had. When I was waking up this morning, Uriah Hall, one of my favorite UFC fighters, was talking about suicide and depression and how he's lived 20 years of his life just focused on one part of his identity. Oh my God, look at that. That looks so real. Like they're dead. How funny is that? There's a little dog in there too. And we get away from that, right? We forget that we're dynamic, and we're usually part of a family. The friends that we interact with, our relationships, it's paramount. This is the thing that dictates everything. If nothing else that I've been teaching, and I'd love to just say mental health matters and that's just it, but it's really communication matters. As long as we're communicating with ourselves, the first rule of any knowledge is know thyself. So to know yourself and to know not only what you're capable of, but also what your weaknesses are. And that's a lot of what we don't do, dude. We don't want to talk about weaknesses. We only want to talk about strengths, how much money we're making, how fast our car is, how cool our clothes are. And the moment that we have to peel those things away, nobody cares when the fights are going down what you're wearing. Nobody's going to care for you. That's a very scary situation. We're the only ones out here caring. And like he was saying, if it wasn't for his circle of influence, good people in his life, he was eyeballing his gun. Then we go to these extremes, man. We're always so extreme. And it's like, I want you to be free. I talk about go be free all the time. This morning I was like, Mark, you're on the phone too long. Get off this phone. Go in that sunshine. Get that on your eyeballs. Get that on your skin. It's going to drip serotonin. The other guy saying, oh shit, what? Sunflower seeds drip serotonin. There's so much out there. This melatonin turns into serotonin as soon as I smile. And that's what I wanted people to do, is smile and look at some of these things with me and say, okay, I can grow with this. I don't have to be a control freak, right? Like I'm too much about power and control. So I'm gonna do an episode. Is this thing broken or is this tree broken? Looked like it got blown over. Not sure, but we become broken, right? We forget. Let me get the sun out of my face and just kind of walk down here a little bit. We forget ourselves, and that's a big no. Is to forget our energy and the energy that we spread to other people. When my energy's out of whack, kind of like it was yesterday, you can see I was just getting flustered with everything. And it was almost like my ego was trying to kick in and be like, okay, we need to talk about this, right? We need to have a discussion. Yesterday, I didn't even go for my walk. I didn't even get the stress out. It just became a thing. And it's like, if we don't discuss the thing, it becomes a thing. And that's the thing that I want to talk about, is the thing underneath the thing, the way it doesn't become a thing. And there's a lot of us that just let it bury it, because now we're going to just seek pleasure. It's okay, I'll just go masturbate. It's okay to just sit here. Depression to breed, right? Kind of like idle hands in the playground. You want depression to breed, sit still. Stay comfortable. Stay in a way that keeps you in that way. You're in your own way. And I just couldn't want to be out of my own way anymore. I needed to learn about these things. My narcissism, my mom's narcissism, my dad's narcissism, the way it's affected me in my relationships, this power and control circle where all I can do is lead by power and control. I didn't know how to lead by example. I mean, I've led by example and put in the work, but when it comes down to it, I'm very direct, I'm very dominating, and with that intimidation, people stop feeling respected. And if they don't feel like they're appreciated, they quit. Much like my ex. I asked her to watch yesterday. I said, I need you to watch this. And then I watched more about narcissistic women, and it was her too. It wasn't just me. aha moment of my life. I wasn't just arguing by myself. I almost killed myself like Uriah Hall and my other friend Ryan. Everybody's reaching for a gun, eyeballing a gun. Probably shouldn't own a gun. I don't even have a gun. But us as men, we got no one to talk to. Like literally, there's no one to talk to. No one's. You're supposed to toughen up and man up and all these other things, which is totally toxic because you're an emotional individual too. Like each one of us has these emotions, and the best thing we can do is to identify them. You know, identify our raw emotions, to identify ourselves. And I want to get away from this traffic, so I'm just gonna get turned around and walk away, like she did to me, which is another form of abuse, is stonewalling. I'm gonna go ahead, let this chick. I'm gonna.
Of narcissists, and they will lack empathy. They will feel entitled, and they will be exploitative. The 3 E's, or the triple E, as defined by Craig Malkin, who wrote an amazing book titled Rethinking Narcissism. Those are the primary traits that all narcissists will have in common, and those are the ones that you should be looking out for.
And
the female narcissist will definitely exhibit the 3 E's. And of course, the name of the game is always to obtain narcissistic supply.
So she didn't.
Panel, I would like 3 E's, or the triple E, as defined by Craig Malkin, who wrote an amazing, and they will lack empathy. They will feel underlying core toxic traits. They will exhibit an addiction to feeling special, unique, or superior.
Yes.
And they will lack empathy. They will feel entitled, and they will be exploitative. The 3 E's,
entitled,
or the triple
exploitative,
E,
empathy. So she kind of is mouthy. She's a woman. She doesn't know that she's rambling. But to get more to the point, you know, without being overly emotional, exploitative. This situation works for me. Dating a girl that has a car. Dating her because I wanted a girlfriend, sleeping with somebody because I was horny. Very exploitative. Empathy didn't run in my family. You were supposed to be tough over empathy. And that happened all the time. Every time, always on time, was the fact that you're not supposed to have any love for your competition. You're supposed to wish them death and actually kill them on the field. And that kind of competitive drive never really gave me empathy in the first place. Like, I never really had a chance to be empathetic because I wasn't raised that way. Again, when you're with the narcissist, it was about winning, and winning was the ultimate feeling. So if you can win, let me get past this dude. There's some construction. I could jog it up a little bit. Watch my hamstrings. Get past this noise. Watch these hamstrings. Get past these noise. You know what? I'll run this way, away from the noise. Away from the noise and into the shadows. Away from the noise and into the shadows. Away from the noise and into the shadows. There we go, see? There we go. Exploitative. What else did you say? Empathy. And what was the other one? Entitlement. Yeah, man. I was raised the oldest. I felt that I was special. I'd done a bunch of special things, like go to South Korean prison, and that might not be special, but I definitely felt like a different human being, and that nobody was on my level. I was the only one to work the hardest, and as long as I felt superior, I felt good about myself. And it's a real poor source to get your confidence from superiority instead of just being who you are. This is going to be tough for your boy saying, because I am a narcissist. I readily admit it. I know my narcissistic tendencies. I've been diagnosed by my own psychologist, and we are all narcissistic in one way or the other. If you got anybody out there that's saying that they're not any of these things, we all are. We all are aggressive. We all are jealous. We all have envious traits. Even our friends, families, loved ones, people near dear to us can exhibit this.
The 3 E's, or the triple E, as by Craig Malkin, who wrote an amazing book titled Rethinking Narcissism. Those are the primary traits that all narcissists will have in common, and those are the ones that you should be looking out for. And the female narcissist will definitely exhibit the 3 E's.
I think the only thing we do is control them.
And of course, the name of the game is
controlling ourselves and self-discipline, because eventually you are going to have to wake up and feed yourself, have goals, believe in yourself. That's a form of narcissism, but it's on a spectrum.
Always to obtain narcissistic supply. So, what are some very common and toxic traits to watch out for that the female narcissist will usually exhibit? I'm going to give you my top 10 most noticeable traits and behaviors to be watching out for. Number one, she is extremely competitive. Female narcissists tend to want to be the center of attention.
There it is.
As most narcissists do.
Yep.
Narcissists use
all eyes on me, like my friend would say. All eyes on me. Fake boobs, fake tits, fake personality.
During their interactions that says, you are perfect and special in every way. They use other people in their interactions and reactions to them as validation that they are as special and superior.
Right.
As they
Someone tells me I'm cool,
the female
or they like my
narcissist
show.
wants to be the
I think
best
I'm doing okay.
Of everything and everyone
best of the
around
best,
her.
head of the
Whatever
rest.
it is that she views as being the most important
Come on,
quality.
I paused you, bitch. Shut up. What I'm saying is this bitch and my pants falling off, was that, she just made me forget. I just forgot. Was that special feeling, being reinforced by once you do something cool, people think that you're cool and you think you've made it and you've accomplished it and that you made friends and that people like you for who you are. It's a slippery slope because just like love, it disappears into hate pretty quickly and then it bounces back and then you end up, oh, you don't love me anymore, you don't like me anymore, you don't like what I'm doing or what's going on with me. That's what we end up doing. We end up doing that kind of thing, and that's always kind of scary. So we gotta watch ourselves per usual. Watch ourselves. I'm trying to stay away from traffic and weirdos. Did that go forward too much? It did. Come on.
And toxic traits to watch out for that the female is superior as they think they are. The female narcissist wants to be the best of everything.
Yeah, best head of the rest. That's what I wanted to say. My dad made that shirt for us when we were kids. It's the reason I'm a shirt addict. It's the last time my family was a unit. And as an adult, I finally got to see why I chose shirts and why it matters to me. So, it's one of those things where, again, she wants to be the center of attention. She wants to be the best of the best. Now you know what I was raised like, and I really don't know how there can be so much traffic on this empty street. Like, where does this all come from? My energy. So anyway, it's universal energy, not just mine. Ego, narcissist.
Everything. And everyone around her.
Yep.
Whatever it is.
This is why I don't want to
be
be near a car so you can hear.
For her to be viewed as perfect and superior, she will want that to be.
Who doesn't want to look perfect?
For her, nobody else.
Who doesn't want to look perfect?
So whether it's
Where's
beauty
all this traffic coming from, bro?
She will want to believe and have others reflect back to her.
You know what? I'm gonna go over here and get away from the traffic. Among them.
And just so you know, this competitiveness doesn't only happen with the female narcissist and her friends or coworkers. She can feel this intense competitiveness with her own children.
Another one.
Siblings, neighbors, stepchildren.
Look at this shit. There's no one here, and then yet 10 cars gotta go by.
Inherently jealous of others, which triggers the true self that feels deeply inferior, which in turn will provoke her to become intensely competitive.
Right.
She needs to believe
I'm intensely competitive
she is the
too.
Best in all circumstances, even with her own
best
children,
looking,
stepchildren,
best at everything. You want to do the best, be the best.
When you think about it, it's
too competitive.
Really such a pathetic way to exist.
It is.
Number two,
because it's all about validation that you should be getting from yourself.
Concerned about her appearance to the point that it can be an obsession. And she isn't only obsessed with her own appearance. She can become obsessed about the appearance of everyone in her family.
Yep.
She can become obsessed with how her friends look,
yep.
coworkers, employees, grandchildren,
yep.
You name it.
Oh shit, plastic pocket challenge. Grief plastic. Wow.
That's just about it. Everything is so superficial for the female narcissist.
Grief dispensary.
They aren't genuine.
Grief dispensary. Get away from traffic. Get away from people in cars.
Character and values. Unless, of course, it's phony things, because she uses that as part of the image she
Yeah,
For example,
controlling the
if
image.
she's a churchgoer,
No.
it will be to keep up the appearances, not
My
because
parents-
she is truly
my grandma, my
interested
mom.
in attending church, but
Matter of
only
fact,
because
mom just told me yesterday that she had to be all in place. They weren't talked to till they were spoken to, and they were only allowed to respond if the person used their real name. And I just thought that was so interesting that you know what time it is. I talked about it yesterday. The dad looks great in the streets, goes to church. When he goes home, everybody's abused.
she wants to be viewed as that type of person, and because it fits her fraudulent image.
Exactly.
She wants to be seen with the right people
Yep.
at the right places at
Fraudulent
all
imagery.
times. Number 3, she is extremely jealous and thinks everyone is jealous of her.
That was
All
weird too.
narcissists are
That was weird
incredibly
too. I just saw this one chick. She has horrible boob job, horrible fake plastic eye lines, and what she just tells everybody, you're jealous of me. Like she lives off that. Good morning, brother. Have a blessed one. Say hi to my YouTube. Yeah. Happy Halloween. So dope.
envious of other people, even though they might project an image
They're projecting
of
people to be
extreme
jealous of them.
confidence or even
I have.
cockiness.
I'm
The
cocky.
reality is, underneath it all, they are deeply jealous and envious of other people.
Damn, bro. And that's something that my friend does. He watches all my stuff and he'll sabotage my work. And from that perspective, where I'm jealous of him too. He's got a beautiful 2 sons. He's successful in his business, and we're both jealous of each other. I don't know if you've ever met somebody that was exactly like you. Me, you talk too much, you're the center of attention. God, you're disgusting. And then that's exactly the same shit I play. If anybody else
She
can
loves
admit
to
it.
get together with her posse of friends and take the opportunity to talk behind other people's back, and have chit chats about how superior they are to so and so.
Also,
They are
to
known
control
for
the
talking
message.
horribly about people.
You know, I don't
behind
want
their
you to
backs.
think anything bad
They
about me.
are,
I want you to listen to me and talk bad about others. The tough part for my narcissism, and this goes for both men and women, is you don't want to look bad. You know, you're jealous of these other people's success. You're jealous of the way it could be. You want to look like they do in the limelight. You want to have the same successful business, family, life that they have, and it becomes competitive. And instead of loving your life, check these guys out. Instead of loving your life, you're now competing at life, and that of joy, the thing that steals our joy the most is comparison instead of appreciation. So I'm gonna have to make an appreciation over comparison shirt.
Horribly about people behind their backs.
Yep.
They are incredibly two-faced.
Wow.
And because they are so jealous, she gets a lot of narcissistic
And then she-
supply just from the thought that
Narcissistic
others
supply. Yeah, she screenshotted it. I don't know this term narcissistic supply. I've never used it before. But to not be supplied with that, oh shit, you're the best. Oh shit, love you. You're awesome. As soon as we can't wait to start drama, she screenshotted everything and told this girl, you're just jealous and you're following me. And now she's only completely obsessed with herself.
of her. That feeds her ego
Oh,
and helps.
also, besides her feeding ego, she also constantly part ways with narcissism. People told her about her narcissistic ways. She'll post about her narcissism. And see, I just want to believe in myself. Real confidence, man. Real confidence doesn't require fake eyelashes, doesn't require fake tits, and doesn't require drama posts.
To support her deep feelings of inferiority. Number 4,
It sucks.
she is overly sensitive to criticism.
Me too.
Because the
Bro, I'm such a narcissist. Oh man, you can't tell me nothing. I hate it. I think it's the most negative shit. You're trying to build something up, you're trying to build yourself up, and someone comes over and criticizes it. Maybe it's because I wasn't loved as a child. Maybe because we're seeking validations from our parents that we never got. Whatever it is, if it is an internal source and you're seeking outside validation, you're screwed. Let's go.
This is completely consumed by her image. She
Yep.
is incredibly sensitive to any personal criticism, even perceived criticisms. The false self
Fuck
that
the
she
police.
has built is
Look, I'm
dependent
trying to
on
squeak
this
in
false
here.
belief that she is
Look at them trying to squeak in here. What you doing here, bro?
So anytime
What you doing?
she gets information to the contrary, it is incredibly upsetting to her.
Record the police.
And usually she will get
Record the
insanely
police.
defensive. This will inevitably cause a narcissistic injury. She cannot accept or tolerate criticism, not even constructive, kind, helpful criticism. She takes any form of criticism very personally. And to say she becomes
causing
easily
trouble.
offended is an understatement. This is not a person that you could have an honest heart-to-heart conversation with.
No.
She is not interested in any version of reality that does not portray her as perfect.
Right.
Number 5, she uses her sexuality to her advantage.
Yeah.
I'm sure this isn't a shock to anyone.
Right.
Typically, the male narcissist will use his money, assets, or his profession to try and manipulate other people. The female narcissist, on the other hand, will use her sexuality in all kinds of ways to manipulate and take advantage of other people.
Damn.
In particularly men.
Yep.
Narcissistic men also can utilize their sexuality or physique to their advantage, but this is a primary tool of the female narcissist.
Well, I mean, it works with validation, right? So when you are appreciated by someone, you feel loved, but like I said, that love quickly turns to hate. People are fickle. You know, they'll pretend that they love you, but the truth is we're all self-centered. So if you're worried about someone loving you or jealous of you, you've already lost. Man, I can't believe I've acted this way my whole life. Like, this is tough to do.
Female narcissists will dress provocatively. Many times. They will inappropriate.
And maybe that's why the men start swinging on them too. They do some subversive shit like that where they're already trying to get the attention of other men, and the guy knows it, and it basically saying, I'm leaving you, I'm soliciting another male to replace you. And it's like, bitch, you better get back in here and fucking change what you're wearing. You ain't going out with your friends. Control, power.
Really flirt and flaunt and display their physical attributes in order to get attention.
Well, that's where we get our value.
Supply.
Right.
Also, the female narcissist will commonly have affairs with their partner's friends or family members. It isn't uncommon for them to select a new person for narcissistic supply, literally from their current partner's personal circle.
Wow.
I have seen this time and time again with the female narcissist. They will be married to someone, and then lo and behold, it comes out that she is getting a divorce and marrying her husband's first cousin.
Jesus.
They have no ethics or morals when it comes to obtaining what
it's only
they
about
want,
the supply.
and they are
he loves me now. I don't love you anymore.
And will take advantage of potential sources of supply nearest and available.
You didn't get it from someone else.
Number 6,
you didn't go find it yourself.
She will manipulate you with punishments.
Oh, bro, that really happened too. I brought a narcissistic girl. I've kicked her away multiple times. Brought her to about almost Thanksgiving, about 2 years ago. 3 years ago, before COVID hit. And she scammed everybody in there. All of a sudden, she was in everyone's DMs. These are my friends, talking to them about businesses and loans. And I'm like, who is this chick? Hold up. I had to call all my friends and say, discontinue, cancel. I don't know this chick that well, and she's trying to steal contacts. All right, tell me about these punishments.
If you don't do what the narcissist wants you to do.
This is me.
She definitely has some manipulation tactics up her sleeve in order to get you to comply.
And that's what she did. My ex totally was a manipulator. If I didn't act the way she wanted me to, she wasn't going to have the baby, threatened me with the baby's life, took the baby's life, and showed me her true selfishness and manipulation. It's scary, bro. People, they out for themselves. And I was sitting there last night, and the guy's like, the only purpose of life is procreation. Is to have life on this planet, this blessing. And she threw it out because she was trying to make a point. She's trying to prove that you don't own me. I do what I want, how I want, when I want. And in that means not what you want.
An expert at the silent treatment.
She did that too. She cutting me off. Stopped emailing me. Stopped calling me.
Really good.
One time we were having sex out on this cliff, and she kind of stopped before I finished. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? It's never happened to me before. Police people, no one's watching, man. We got this nice little cove area. Let's make love by the ocean. No. turned around and go, whatever, and ended up not having sex with me that night. So she gave me a second punishment, which really started to dawn on me. I didn't know what was happening to me or when it was happening. I'm like, why are we not having sex tonight? It's a weapon. It's about control. She's letting me know that I didn't do what she wanted, and therefore I don't get what I want. And that means a baby, a relationship, contact, all that goes out the window because she's not happy. And it's a very fucked up, what Mel Robbins talks about, that's a fucked up thing to do, is to not continue talking to a person or even treating them as a person or even as a professional and just, doing the damn thing. So, it's one of those. I'm trying to walk out and this dude just stopped in front of me. I'm like, go, bro, go. Some people's kids. Anyway, it's a form of control. He can't control his weight, so he controlled my walk.
And abandonment to make her partner, her children, her loved ones, her friends comply with whatever has displeased her.
Yep.
A male narcissist many times will blow up and become verbally and emotionally abusive. But the female narcissist will usually punish her victims by withholding attention and affection.
Wow.
Number 7. She has shameless disregard for boundaries. I cannot even express this enough, but female narcissists do not respect anyone's boundaries, especially with their interpersonal relationships.
This is male and female.
They think they are always welcome, and their input is always needed and valued, and that everyone else's belongings are available to her when she...
Oh, wow. I don't know about belongings, but yeah, definitely you feel like the limelight. And when you got the limelight on you, makes you feel good. And then I keep talking, and I feel if I stop talking, the conversation stops without me.
Never it pleases her. She will not respect other people's personal space even. She will help herself to whatever you have.
I'll be all up in your
like
space.
She's doing you a
in your
favor.
face, in your
No
in your
knocking
space.
on the front door, things of that nature. And if you confront her about her intrusions and try and get her to stop and to respect your boundaries, in my experience, she will just completely ignore it, behave as if she either doesn't remember the conversation or as if it just never happened.
I didn't know it was that big
Or
a
she
deal.
will
I just helped myself to the sandwich. It's your last sandwich.
To shift blame onto you without
my mom's really good about that. My mom, my own mother, I've never heard her apologize or her behavior change. She'll double down on stupid and keep it going.
Number 8, she is materialistic.
Oh shit.
Female narcissists love spending money. They love surrounding themselves with people who have money so that they can manipulate them into spending money
on them. And the tough part is that's what I was doing at this S bar. There's just so many women that were just so 10s and 11s, but insides they were 5s and 6s because all they were trying to do is be seen and spend money and pretend that they were rich.
And the more expensive, the better. To the female narcissist, the clothes, cars, handbags, and jewelry.
I gotta flex. It's all flex.
She has.
I love flexing. It sucks. Because now, I go from bougie to hoodie pretty quick. And, one of the tough parts is working your ass off. You just want to shine. You want to tell everybody that you made it to the top, beat your chest, the most narcissistic thing I can do. And I felt that everything would be okay as long as I won.
Sense of being valuable and worthy. She also loves to try and utilize her material things in order to make herself feel superior to others.
Well, how much money do you make? Right, Mr. Kanye West screaming at Piers Morgan. How much money you make? Good, then you should listen to me. Oh, man. Those don't smell as much anymore. I think the season's passed. But he was yelling at Piers Morgan going like, well, I make more money than you. 1 week later, he lost half of his wealth. He's not a billionaire anymore.
That she will prevent others to be envious of her. Her material things, of course, also complement her obsession that she has with her image.
And that part too is that's what's killing his image and other people's images, is that now people want away from your narcissism. It works for a little bit, right, Trump, till they all turn against you. So you'll shoot to the top and people listen to you and you will gain power, but soon enough they will slay you, just like they slayed Caesar.
And her desire to portray a false reality of who she is to the outside world.
You ain't gonna make it.
She
not
lives
through narcissism
for material things.
Right.
Number 9, she is a drama queen and
Oh my
loves
God.
the drama.
Oh my
Narcissists
God.
bore quickly, and because they are so superficial and lack any depth or real character,
Right.
they thrive on drama.
Damn.
The more involved in the drama
It
they
feels
are,
like
the
attention.
better they like it.
Feels like
And
attention.
when
Look at all this
something
thing that's
happens
going
in
on
her
that's
life,
not on this social
regardless of how
media. I screenshotted it so I can make more drama out of it.
significant, it will be a production. She will usually
If I send this to her, she
exhibit
would snap.
bold and dramatic
Narcissistic
histrionics
snaps.
when telling stories about herself or
Yep.
something that she did.
Always
in the
back to
past.
her.
It will
My
be
mom's
the
classic at
most
that. I'm like, I'm not
amazing,
talking about you. It has
successful,
nothing to do with you.
incredible story
And she's like,
that
oh,
you have ever heard.
let me tell you.
Many times it won't sound like someone could have either had that good of a life, or that bad of a life, because she is grossly exaggerating.
It's the opposite of keep it
or
real.
just lying about it completely.
Okay.
Her dramatics and involvement in drama will always be
Right.
a present feature with the female narcissist.
Drama queens.
And number 10.
Oh, and that
she
happened
will
with the model I just had. I literally said, I texted, I called, I live in the now. We'll work it out, something like that. She went, I don't like this tone, and and I'm like, you're replaceable, bro. As soon as you're not easy, there's a fucking parked trash truck. Like, talk about the opposite of quiet, bro. I'm not walking past that noise. But when you do stuff like that, right? When you're out there and you got everybody worried about your drama, you know, you're creating this difficulty in life where it doesn't need to be. And I could be a drama king too. So, you know, it's a buzz, bro. You get buzzed off the attention. You get buzzed that you're important enough to even hear that kind of static.
And number 10, she will pit people against each other. She is very good at triangulation.
Wow.
Female narcissists are known
Did
for
you hear what she
causing
said
problems
about you?
between family and friends.
Did you see what she wore?
They will
Oh my God, she's
commonly
such a
tell
bitch.
one person something about another person, knowing full well this
so
will
toxic.
trigger problems
I am
between
so
these two
toxic.
people. Often, they will embellish their story to make sure emotions are extra heated.
Right.
If you are dating or married to a female narcissist, then I have absolutely no doubt you are very familiar with this topic.
Right.
They are famous for trying to triangulate you against old boyfriends or someone that they work with, or even one of your friends or relatives.
Right.
They will even do this between their own children.
Wow.
Narcissistic mothers are proficient at causing problems and fighting between siblings.
Right.
If you are unfortunate enough to have a narcissistic mother or narcissistic mother-in-law,
Me.
then she will be a big, big problem in the marriage. Okay,
that was it. That was it, y'all. That's the morning marijuana motivation. It's for us to get motivated on not being the worst part of ourselves. If we're all on this spectrum, I'm not the first person to ever sit at a table and talk shit about someone and feel opinionated enough. And knowing that I communicated and opened my mouth and showed myself as fragile and exposed is one of these hard things. You know, that's one of the hardest things to do, is take a good look at yourself and go, wow, I really am like that. I will triangulate my siblings against each other just so I can win. I want to win the position. I want to win the power. And as long as I have the power, I'm okay. And what ends up happening is there's never enough power to be okay. Does that make sense? You're not ever going to have enough power or authority or control, and therefore it gets us all fucked up. Damn, my pants are falling off. Just want to stand in the shade real quick before I end the show. But, you know, not for nothing, when we are all got our hairs messed up. Am I fucking receding my hairline? No way. There it is. White in the beard, white in the hair. I'm not as perfect as I pretend to be. My hair is not, I never like brush my teeth or adjust myself. I'm not that type of person to do it in the morning. But you rest assured that I always make sure that I have my shirt on, my cool glasses, and a matching outfit, because it makes sense to me. I'm in fashion and I have the accessibility to it. But it's also like not leaving the house without makeup or wearing fake eyelashes at the gym. We are under a delusion, you know, that people are watching us and that we're important and that we matter. And of course, everybody wants to feel important and matter. That's why we post. We want people to know that we're alive and that we're living and that we're living a blessed life. To truly be blessed, you won't have to show anybody. You won't have to show them that you're at church. Other people will post for you. They're doing it already. Someone's a narcissist in your circle, so you won't have to. And that's where I really wanted to get to, is that level where I don't have to, I don't have to prove that I'm anything anymore. I don't have to tell people that I'm a world traveler, that I've been to South Korean prison, that I've, done things with my life. I didn't have to show anyone anything. And part of my miscalculation was overly honest, overly dramatic, and also, hold on, also, the drama that I befallen myself. No one gives a fuck that I've been to South Korean prison. Like my brother said, you shouldn't have broke the law. And as I looked for sympathy, digital sympathy, real sympathy, people believing in me, they believed in me less. They're like, you're a wreck. Like my ex said, I can't believe I gave a 3-time felon a chance. She was constantly chipping away at me, talking about I had STDs or the wrinkles on my face, or just not making me feel like a man. I didn't make enough money. And the demasculating thing and the walking away and the ignoring me thing really hit home. I didn't understand what was happening. I really didn't. Most people my whole life, they stood there toe to toe and fought. You know what I mean? For them not to fight me properly, it's almost like bringing a knife to a gunfight. That in itself fucked me up, right? That in itself really messed my head up, and thinking to myself, why am I not a better person? Why am I not good enough? Or how can I do something to make myself good enough? It's another form of validation, and it's scary because if you're confident, you won't have to flex on people. You won't have to have a home, a car, a pile of money to say I'm a real human being. What real people want is somebody that's honest, that goes to work every day, puts up numbers, and doesn't complain. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for the non-drama solution. And that's what I want people to have this morning. When I'm talking about narcissism and admitting my narcissism, it's tough. I wouldn't be able to do the show if I didn't have my teeth, my looks, my clothing. That's part of the stuff that I hide behind. But, yesterday to admit that my grandpa on my dad's side was molesting his sisters, I'm saying it again. It's not prideful. It's shameful. But I feel that if we hide behind the shame, this truck is still here kicking it. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Trash truck. Probably. Look, he's gonna fire up because I'm walking by him right now. I already went down the block and back, and this bitch is now starting literally while I'm literally right when I'm walking past it. Hold up. I'm not even there yet. I bet you he starts as soon as he's directly across from me. I bet you. Anyways, the universe has a funny way of testing us, y'all. It's a very strong, and look who's directly across from it, and now it's starting. This guy. That noise, this guy, that timing. Fuck, man. It's always something in it. But, you're something. All of us are something, and we're all going through something. And that was the big aha moment of this whole experience, was to be a better someone. Being better to other people and being able to put my ego down and talk to people straight. I was punching people in the heart. I was just like, yo, you need to know this. This is real life shit, homie. And it's like, look, I'm not in a prison cell, bro. I'm not in the prison cell with you. I didn't go to prison. Well, I did go to prison, but I'm not in prison anymore. And most people, that's absolutely gorgeous. And most people, that's where we hold ourselves. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that we hold ourselves in this light, like where our shit don't shine. And that was my biggest objective for Saints Addiction, is be like the most shiniest, have the most shadow. I want my shine to shine. I want my teeth to be bling, but I keep smoking blunts and they're getting yellow. And I'm getting older. And apparently my hair don't want to be as thick anymore. It doesn't want to be as black anymore. It wants to go white on me. And in my beard, there's white hairs, and I pluck them. And soon enough, I won't be able to pluck them anymore. I'd have to pluck my whole chin. And soon enough, people are going to get that I'm not right within. And that's what these girls started to notice. It's like, I can't be intimate with this guy. He's not really real. He's only subsurface. He'll be charming. He'll dick me down. But when it comes to the real character. That's what we're talking about. I think I like to believe that I love people and have people's best interest. Then when it comes down to it, I'm worried about what I'm wearing, how much money I'm making, and what I'm doing with my life. And that's what we end up doing. We get very, very self-centered. We get very self-conscious. And that's the world we live in now. It's perpetrated on social media. I'm on social media now. It's kind of like being a hypocrite. I don't want to have to be on social media to have this information get to you. But without keeping you on the phone for 45 minutes, how else is it going to get to you? And that's the world that I live in. I live in a world where I want it to be better. Oh, here comes some noise. Going other direction. Getting away from that. Getting away from that. You just, of course, as soon as I walk up, you're going to start with the electric, whatever. Got to get away from it and be in control over me. Got to get some more gas money so I can go be free and go hiking and get my blood flowing and get my body in tune, so my mind's in tune, and then my soul's in tune, and then literally I'm in tune. I'm in tune with the vibrations of other people. I care about them as much as I care about me. Empathy never really worked with me. I couldn't handle the intimacy. I couldn't let it in. I could, sure, the look on your face is killing me, but I'm so stone cold and stone hearted that if it's not about me, you just died in front of me. And that's something my mom would do. That's something my dad would do. They just stop talking to you. And again, it's one of the worst and most disrespectful things to not acknowledge your son, not acknowledge your child, not to acknowledge your lover, and give them the time, peace, and respect that we all deserve. So it's been hard for me. I get very frustrated. I have a very short temper. I have a very short attention span. When motherfuckers keep going, I'm like, dude, wrap it up. Wrap it up. And when my uncomfortable, that's a fucking cool bike. With my uncomfortable laugh, I know I'm making a statement that I shouldn't be making. If every time I make an uncomfortable laugh, I'm literally making a statement that I'm uncomfortable with saying, and I gotta laugh my way through it so it goes through, right? I want to be able to say statements loud and proud, and be proud. And with pride comes ego, and with my ego comes the amigo. What is spraying over here? The police, bro. I just got, oh shit, this is water. Oh shit. Oh shit. There's the police. I told you, record the police, man. George Floyd, record the police. They aren't perfect either, bro. And anybody that's in a power position should be recorded. What do you call that? Reported, recorded, and investigated. Like, it's not enough just for it to be us. Like, anybody that's in a power position should have to be investigated at any moment, just so they know that they're not abusing their power. Anyway, power, ego, narcissism, all these people that are on politics are trying to sell you on something. They have a narcissistic tendency. That's why they're in front of you on the TV. You know, anybody that's doing commercials, actors, models, people are trying to convince you of their success rate. They're trying to convince you of their happiness. And truth is I'm not always happy. You know, the depression is real when I just sit and play video games and smoke weed and masturbate. It's killing my productivity. It kills my motivation. And this show's all about motivating. So I want you to stay motivated. I want you to be able to tell yourself, yo, stop masturbating for a day, a week. Stop smoking cigarettes for that 24 hours or 2 weeks. Stop buying things or buying other people things. You don't need to validate yourself or them. And then start working on your communication. Let people know that you love them. Thank you, Mr. Chimes. Let people know that you love them and you care about them and that they matter. And then they'll start loving you the way you want them to. Like a good narcissistic supply always needs. You just, that validation, that attention, that love, that's what we're seeking. Right? My tits are big enough. He'll respect me. No, girl, as soon as you got him, he started disrespecting you, started disrespecting your body and mind and time. And you didn't see it that way because you just wanted to have some perky titties. It's not enough. It's not enough. There's no fake eyelash, thick fucking woolly caterpillar plastic you put on your shit. It's gonna make you legit. And that's something I just have to have that conversation with. I want people to know what it's about. I need them to know what life is like, and I want you to be able to live your life. And that's the whole point of being Go Be Free, is that you stop mental slavery, stop chasing the Joneses, stop chasing other people's things, that envy, that jealousy, and know that they're not as happy as you think they are. They too have ups and downs. We all have smiles and frowns. Sometimes it's like that TikTok, all these girls do that whoosh, and then they go from they don't spend long showing the non-makeup self and the whatever you call it, that switch up, till I'm super hot, and you're like, you're both, dude. You're a saint and the addiction. You're addicted to the attention. You're setting thirst traps, and you want to flip it. Like, you can always be that way. If women could, they'd always be in outfits. They'd always be in lingerie. Their tits would always look amazing. They'd wear makeup all the time, even to bed. And the girls that wear too much makeup, it fucks up their skin and pores, and then they don't even have any light in their skin. They don't have any tan, no energy, right? So we can fake it till we make it, but I'd much rather you make it than fake it. I'd much rather you achieve something and believe something than trying to get other people to believe it, and only care when you achieve it. So I want to see other people achieve too. I want to see them start their own shows. I want to see them start their own clothing line. I want to see them put in the work, and not just me, but everybody. We got to start battening down the hatches and putting in that work. So this is that work, that inner work that I've been doing. It's been transformational for me. It's hard to admit my narcissistic tendencies. I mean, I've known it since 2002, when I first had I was like 19, 20, 21 years old, and maybe a little bit older, anyway, 30. So is that 12 years ago? Anyway, my point is that my psychologist had narcissistic tendency. I'm thinking, you're asking me about me. Of course it's going to be about me. And what I didn't realize is how I was being jealous. I'm constantly worried about what other people think and trying to control my reputation and my name and my image. And then you get like a Brad Pitt, that FBI releases something that he was hitting Angelina Jolie. He only wants your image to be that way. But, lo and behold, Robin Williams killed himself. Anthony Bourdain killed himself. Junior Seau killed himself. We don't talk about that stuff. We don't talk about our heroes offing themselves. And that's something that he was saying. He's like, I'm going down a dark path. I'm eyeballing my gun. And yeah, by the time you're eyeballing your gun or eyeballing someone else's success, you're definitely not levitating to the ability and elevation that you can. And that's simple put. So, I want to be successful so bad. I want to be so successful that I'm willing to listen to people. I'm willing to adjust my mood. I'm willing to stop engaging in drama and only come when my energy is correct. Stop being so flippant with people. My attitude's fucked up when I think people are, oh man, can you just check the sizes for me? Buddy, you have to do it. I don't want to touch your art. I have to charge you if I'm doing any art because it's my time. Oh man, I thought you could do the homie hookup, eh? And I'm like, bro, don't treat me like that. Don't treat me like you're just going to use my time and not respect me, bro. I'm already giving you the homie hookup. I sold used cars before. Homies would do that all the time and be like, yo, is this the best deal? I already started with the invoice. I didn't even start at retail and work you like a regular customer. I started at the bottom price and went from there, and they wanted to go lower. So my psychology is maybe I should have started at higher and then worked you down. So then you feel like you got a good deal instead of trying to Jew me down. It's a term. Try to get my price and worth down just because you're playing cheap ass. What's the price? And my friend says it's 25. I'm paying 25. I'm here to support his business. I'm already giving him a whole sheet of images for $100 when he knows damn well that I would have charged him $15 a shirt, so he would already pay $150 for 10 shirts that he's getting. So he's already getting cheaper than it would have cost. No one else is doing this. The other ones come from China, and he's still trying to work me on price, work me on time, and use my art skills for free. It's a disrespect, and therefore my tone got disrespectful. It's just like, look, bro, go to Fiverr, go get someone else to do the artwork for you, then let me know. I don't want to be responsible for your sizes. Can you just look at it, bro? No, bro, it's like a dentist. Can he just look at your tooth, eh? No, there's other people in the waiting room. They've been waiting patiently, doing what they had to do to be on time for their appointment. And he has other people to meet. By the time you pull some narcissistic shit like that, like, let me work you on the price, and I only want to deal with people that I know. No, you wanted to get the cheapest price from China. And if you didn't know me, you would have got it from China. And you wouldn't got anybody in China to adjust your artwork. But instead of being, you're right, man, I should pay you for what you're worth. What about free shipping? Oh, bro, I about lost it. I'm done handing out my free time, free shipping, and free artwork. Bro, you're gonna everything that I touch, you gotta pay for. And otherwise, I got other things I could be designing. I could be designing my own shit and doing things for myself and not hooking your ass up. I would have just charged you the $15, made your shirts, handed it back to you, and never had to have a conversation like everyone else. I expect them to do the art and the art to be print ready, and all I have to do is press the button. Now all of a sudden you come in, oh, can you just add his name, eh? Oh man, I don't like that font. Oh shit, I'm taking up all your time and disrespecting you, eh? It's like, bro, don't treat me like that. Don't talk to me like that. Matter of fact, actually, here's a number for Fiverr, go figure it out. And that's what we end up doing. I just said, you know what, let me get my monkey out the middle, stop arguing with this monkey, and just tell him, go get it done yourself, eh? And not in a weird way, not in a mean way, but here's the website, here are the people, let me know when the art's done. They'll do it for $5 instead of 25 like me. There you go, cheaper. You just saved yourself some money. And no, there is no free shipping. Okay, there's none of that. You're gonna have to earn it in life, and that's what I keep telling people. We want to earn our light. We want to earn our shine. We want to earn our exercise. We want to earn our health. We want to earn the respect of other people. It's not given. We want to earn the love of someone else. Like the guy was saying, and Fresh and Fit, all those girls, they don't want to earn it. They just expect it to happen. Well, I'm hot enough, so he should just. What do you provide? Besides for some pussy and some tits, what do you provide? Tits and ass? I can't eat that for breakfast. How about the supply of I got your back? You're getting up at 6 a.m., 5 a.m., 7 a.m. in the morning. Here's some coffee, baby. I got you. I packed you a lunch because you're going into battle for both of us. No, women ain't trying to cook. They ain't trying to be helpful. They're not trying to do chores at the home. So when you get home after you worked all day, there's still not dishes in the sink. Like, what'd you do all day? You sat around on my dime playing on social media all the time, and now you got nothing for me. Then I got nothing for you. And that's what we end up saying. We're not helping. We're not being of help. We're not being of service. And that was the biggest thing on my saintly thing. It's just like I'm being of service when I'm listening to somebody and giving them some kind of understanding. That could mean the difference between them being suicidal and alive. And this is some. Did it cost me anything? It didn't cost me a burrito or a meal. It cost me my time. But by giving them my time, they have got to heal themselves. And that's what it's all about, is healing ourselves. I want everybody to be able to reach inside themselves and say, I'm healed now. I can heal others. I can see the light. I can see the shadows. I don't have to pretend anymore. I don't have to fake my existence. I don't have to talk you into my existence or my. That sun shines on us all evenly, and that's the best part of this journey, is for all of us to realize this is where empathy comes from. It's just your turn. Just like the guy said, it's your turn now. Just like in Lady Luck, one day she's sitting there blowing on your dice. Baby, you so sexy. You the motherfucking man. Look at your clothes. Look at your smile. You got it like that. And then all of a sudden, she's kicking you in the balls saying, you ain't shit, homie. You ain't got no money. Fuck you. I'm on to the next one. And then guess what? That's not real love. That's not real luck. And then in fact, it's not really earned. So if you want to earn luck, earn love, earn the things in your life, you have to be who you are. Not who you say you are, but be who you are. And that's going to be one of the biggest transformations of life. So I want everybody to go out there into their lives and say, how can I improve? It's one of the tests that she had everyone do, but she meant them text their family members or their closest loved ones, say, how can I be a better boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife, friend, work partner? And the people were like, who's this? Same number, who this? New number, who this? You know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck is this guy? And this is the new you, right? that actually does care about their people that are near them and their loved ones, and putting love back into the game and putting energy back in the game so it feeds them all the same. So that's your morning marijuana motivation on my heart from the start. Your boy Marky Saints addiction, baby. See no evil Jesus, because he sees no evil in smoking weed. That's why he's smoking a joint and holding a bong. And if you like this shirt or any of my message, please like, share, and subscribe. And we got to beat this algorithm. I don't give a fuck if I don't like it. No, dude, smash it so that way other people can get it. And if they're sitting on the couch depressed, masturbating, and not living to their full potential, you slide them this in the DMs, and we slide them this shine, baby. Yeah, peace and love. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever and finish. And I will see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Ciao. Beijos.